Oh yeah, because this door's wide open. Oh shit! Those are down. Woo! Look at that shit, boy! Oh my God! Look at that flag! Ooh, I can hear branches snapping and stuff. Oh my goodness! Turn on the light out here. Well. Wow! Oh, the pool cover's off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's still hanging onto the side of it, but good God, look at that shit, folks.
Oh my
Woo!
God.
Holy Toledo, they weren't lying. Here it comes. Ah, the calm before the storm. Let's get on the Cushman, man. We got to go out and move some things around because we are supposed to get a whopper coming. And could be 74 plus mile per hour winds. And we're not just talking winds, we're talking damaging winds. So let's get out here and run over to the garden. That's gonna need moved. Just put that up the other day for the grandson. But we got some Widowmakers. I'm thinking it's gonna come down. If this is serious and it really hits like they say it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit and it's gonna be a whopper. It's going to be a whopper. I'm not sure if I need to move the car and truck right now. I think that little tree will be okay there. Sorry, folks. Oh, I'm drinking beer, man. Might have that once in a while, man. Had it burps and stuff. And, that one that's leaning right there, it's been leaning for years. That guy right there. I'm just waiting for that thing to come down in a storm sometime. But let's go over here real quick. I hope nothing comes down on top of the truck. I don't really see any limbs that would or could, except for maybe those ones. But I guess it's what it is. Look at that. Look at that. So that's my compost. I've been dumping shit in there for years. And I planted some potatoes in there. And look at those plants. Look at them potato plants. Those things are monstrous. They're just huge. And it barely gets any sunlight there. So anywho, that is yeah, my potato plants. Hopefully those yield good this year. I didn't usually cut them up, you dry them out and stuff like that. I didn't do that. I just threw them in the ground because it was late in the season. So we'll see what happens with those. We actually have potatoes planted all over the place at different places, but that's like the money hole, if you know what I mean. And hopefully that swing don't get jacked up. I don't know, man. They say stuff and then we'll see what happens. But I gotta move the potato plants and I'll put some tools and just throw them onto the flatbed because I think it's a nice structure to have things in. We don't want none of our plants get damaged, especially to tomatoes and stuff, and the peppers. We've been working hard on this little garden of ours and we don't want it getting trashed. That's a pumpkin down there. Pumpkin plant, and there's a couple more spots where we got some plants. We just planted some more carrots and we've got some more radishes over in that region. Right there. So, and some peppers in there, squash, zucchini, the whole 9 yards of that stuff. And then over there's our green beans, which hopefully they'll so we planted more, but we've got that's pretty decent, but I hope these don't get tore up. And then there's a cabbage or a not a cabbage, but maybe it is a cabbage, I don't know. Broccoli? No, not broccoli. What's that other one? Cauliflower. There's a cauliflower. So we'll see, I guess, what's gonna happen. Hopefully I come back and I do this and this stuff ain't trash, because it'll be really disappointing if that's what's gonna happen.
On the show, on the Chad Keegan YouTube channel. Doing it. Behind us.
We done got everything moved, man. We don't, it's pretty good. I think it'll be fine under there. Like I said, hopefully we don't have these problems. And I don't have anything to worry about. I'll just leave that swing. I think it'll be fine. Get out of here, Nat. Super hot and humid, man. It is super hot and humid. I think that the high today was 88. I'm not sure what the heat index was or anything like that. I've just been hanging out with the wife, you know, since I'm doing a staycation at the house and the Airbnb we rented. If you get that joke, it's funny. And it's classic. Just been hanging out with her so far. Day one, almost in the books. I took a nap. I had to take a nap. Can you believe that? But I got a turbo for the little black car. I had to order a turbo because it's still having some issues, man. Transmission not shifting, turbo. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to change the turbo and then go from there on. I'm going to start picking things apart on that car and doing it. So I got turbo today. So that'll be happening too here, putting a turbo in that little black car. Hopefully I can do it and not mess anything up too bad, because I don't like to mess stuff up. But we'll see, man. We will see. Got to get over here, man, check out my damn chucks. Tell them I need to talk to them, man. Not sure what's going on with the blue chuck. There's a leak somewhere. And it's spewing coolant also. So yeah, it's all kind of just weird and gray. It's solid right now. There's no clouds really. So I don't know what's going on. Say hello to my friend. Say hello to my other friend. See right in there. See right in there. Right in here. It's coming out of here somewhere and it's shooting down the side. But it's also up in here somewhere. So it's up in here somewhere. And down there and up there in places. Some on the tank, some on the stack. So we a little bit right here and a little bit right here. So we'll have to jack it up and figure out what's going on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. Some days it's one of those things. Oh yeah, look at it all down here. Look at it. Look at it. Boom. All up in there. Boom. So it's what it is, man. Just another problem. Not one, but two. It's a good thing I got two in the garage. It's a good thing I got two radiators in the garage, you know what I mean? Because I got two trucks that need them. Should really clean this up. That way I don't end up eating it, you know what I mean? So nobody wants to eat it. Especially since I got no pads on. But, that's what I need. Oh, shit. Those are down. Woo! Look at that shit, boy. Oh, my God, look at that flag. Ooh, I can hear branches snapping and stuff. Oh, my goodness. Turn on the light out here. Nope. Wow. Oh, the pool cover's off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's still hanging onto the side of it, but good God, look at that shit, folks.
Oh my
Woo!
God.
Holy Toledo, they weren't lying. Here it comes. Well, there it was, folks. We just lost power. Came to the back room because I'm in the back room and you can't see anything because it's dark back here. But our solar lights, ooh, that was a big one. But yeah, we just lost power. So we are out of power. Came back here to turn off the TV because it was on. Old Derek from Vice Grip was sitting there talking, and well, I was gonna turn it off, and boom, it went to power. But the wife did grab this earlier and brought this in, so we do have some light, but it's what it is, man. Brad ain't got no air conditioning next door now. Well, folks, I'm back, and we're sitting here with candlelight because we ain't got no power. And I'm gonna have to start doing some shots because I just don't see myself passing out anytime soon. Check it out. New Iron Maiden shirt I picked up at Meijer. Can you believe Meijer has Iron Maiden shirts? Eddie? I've never even seen this one before, so $12. $12 I picked it up for. Can't complain about that, you know. $12 Iron Maiden shirt. It's cheaper than a Chad Keegan YouTube channel shirt. I'll tell you that much right now. We've probably been about an hour without power, right?
Huh?
About an hour?
Probably.
And she's sitting out on the porch, man. Doing thing out there on the porch. She hanging out. Crunching on something. What are you eating? We got another Whopper coming, and moved the fridge over here in the kitchen to our crawl space back here just in case we need. That's the safest place in this house. Brick house, I'm not really concerned. It's just if windows start going and stuff like that, there's a lot in here. And we're going to have a mess tomorrow morning. I can tell you that much right now to clean up outside, because just looking at the porch, we've got a ton of branches that were blew up against it. So it's what it is, man. Country living in a wooded lot, if you know what I mean. I can't remember. Yeah, we got 5 minutes, dude. It ain't no big deal. I can't remember exactly.
It takes 15 minutes to get there.
I'll have to look it up. Isn't it going out towards on 15 or something like that? I don't know, man. Next morning after the storm, we're headed to, Kim's gonna ordain a wedding, officiate. I don't know, what do you call it?
Starting route to Laurels of D5.
Yes, officiating.
Head west
We
on
got
Leeds
some
Road, then turn
damage.
left
We
onto
got a tree
Independence
down up
Road.
here. We'll check it out when we get back. Oh man, little guy growing up. Oh, look at that man. Look at that, man. I don't know. By the time we get back, Geraldine might already have that thing trimmed up. He's pretty quick on it. Really? Well, I'd say this should be over here pretty soon. Because I just heard a bunch of hollering and stuff. She's been in there for about 15 minutes, maybe. I don't know. I'm just swapping some wheels around on a pair of my skates. That way I can rock them outside. I gotta check and see if I can rock them outside though, because some wheels might not be okay to rock outside like that, but we'll see if they're soft enough. Oh, here she comes. So she's done already. And she had ripped that mask off, man. She had to wear a mask. Let's see how she did, man. See how it was. We talked to her. Well,
What?
how was it?
Fine.
Not as nerve-wracking as what you thought?
No, but I still always shake. shake.
Yeah, I figured,
Because those people don't scare me. There's no reason. Like, that's my, nursing home's my place. But it's just talking. I don't know. Try not to make my voice cracky, but I talk too fast, so I have to make sure I
slow down. Yeah.
So I just slow down, take my time. Nice go.
Cool. Everybody's happy?
Yep.
Right
Marcy
on.
wasn't even there for it.
Really?
Nope, she was working. Everybody else took care of it. Like,
Right on.
And Marcy's like, do you want to stay? You don't have to record all this. Cut it out.
Cut it out. Do it, cut it out. Okay, see. First thing we gotta do here, because we got a mess to clean up. Look at this shit. Look at that damn shit. That's not, talking to my wife here, and she says, I wonder if that's what you heard yesterday when that stuff was going on and we were outside shooting that little clip. The debacle, man. I don't know, but we'll cruise around a minute. We're just drying this seat off a little bit like it matters. We're gonna be fucking sweating and stuff anyway, so.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Oh, the dog might taking a leak. It's all over. Little branches and shit up here. Everywhere. Everywhere. And it's gonna be hot AF here shortly. Because it's already hot and humid, and I need to assess that. There's just branches everywhere. So we'll probably end up running the battery dead on the Cushman, I bet, try and pick all this crap up. So we'll see. Well, so far those things are still in one piece. Don't look like anything came down on them or nothing.
Good.
So that's good. We're just out on the Cushman here. We're gonna assess the situation on the grounds. In the groundskeeper. And we're gonna head up to the front real quick because that is where that tree is down at, so. See what all kind of branches we got going on here. We got full battery, so we should be good, but it won't last too long, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's gonna be, we'll have like probably 10 cartfuls probably, I don't know, man. Big old branch up here, not to mention this little tree. I think this was a redbud tree too, so that's kind of sad. You know?
Wow, the whole tree. But not any of the ones that you thought would.
No, none of the widowmakers I thought would come down came down, and that thing just straight up got ripped out the ground. Yeah, big old branch right there.
Look at that. Just.
Yeah.
From wind.
Just from the wind. Here, look at all these little branches and stuff out
That
here.
was the shit that was flying up under the porch.
She's taking the camera, folks. Yeah, listen to that wet water. It's sloppy. Now it's a good thing it's gonna be hot as fuck. It's gonna dry it all out. So honestly, I'm surprised there's not more shit down through here.
There is hardly any.
No, and it's just crazy, but everything was blowing that way. The wind was coming from the north, so it was pushing everything that way. That's why while all that stuff was going down, I had my windows open on the south side of the house, and there was nothing. But if you were on the north side of the house where her bedroom's at, everything would have been, was coming up against that window and stuff. That's why when we walked out on the porch, it was a heyday, and that flag was blowing south. Cut her down, man. Well, we got full load. Just talk to Brad here a little bit before he's going to do some things, man. We got full load over behind us. Huh?
This dog, all the gnats are on his face like Pig
Look
Pen.
at him, man. Look at that dog, man.
They're not there now.
Look at that damn dog. You all muddy and wet. Out there taking a dump, man. We got to go check our garden out, too. We're worried about it. Oh, man, these peach trees. There's this little peach trees out here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They have a ton of fruit on them, but we're afraid that with all that wind and stuff, it was going to knock them all down. So hopefully some stayed, because that would be super depressing if everything came off the trees.
I'm surprised the trees didn't snap.
No, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Wait.
Yeah, look at them.
Were they protected by the barns?
Maybe, but look at them. They still got fruit on them. This one not as much.
But I don't see a bunch on the
That one in the front had some decent one. There's some on that one too. We can see.
Okay.
You can't see, but we can see.
Oh,
Man, look at
man.
some of these goiters out here.
You never have to pick up all year.
Yeah. Hey, man. Some pretty decent sized branches to be snapping off. That wind was
We would have been
something
out
fierce.
and got hit by those branches.
Yeah, man. Some damage. So yeah, we'll just start dumping our shit back here because this is where we dump our shit. Because it's where we dump our shit. This is a big burn pile. So it's what it is. Boom. One swipe, got them both. What is going on, folks? How's it going today? Ooh, it's hot. Look at me, I'm sweaty, I'm wet. Just from sweating, it's 90 plus degrees. It feels like 104. And we're gonna change the turbo here on this black car because I keep on having issues with it. Last time I went to AutoZone and had them read the code because the stupid ass service transmission keeps on coming up. And I was reading different forums and stuff, and they're saying it's a error code that's coming up for the service transmission since I filled that fluid and whatnot. And I'm not sure what's going on, but we don't, want to continue driving it if it's going to cause it troubles. So I go get the code read, and it's saying that the turbo needs changed because it's low, whatever. And that's what's making the shifter sensors not shift when they're supposed to. This smart car is just too much for me. So I'm going to change the turbo out here. And got me a turbo from factory turbochargers. So I'm going to swap this out and hope that this does it because it's really getting old and annoying. So I don't know what else to do here. This is what I'm going to do because I don't know what else to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to change the turbo in a black car. There you go. We're almost at 100. We are like right under it. So that's what we're sitting at right now in the garage. Getting ready to do this. So that'll be fun. I got a little box fan right here blowing some air, pushing some air, but you can just see the moisture on the concrete out here from it being so hot. I'm half tempted to, of course this thing was sitting out in the sun, so there's a lot of heat radiating off of it. That's why I haven't really done anything. I've been out here for about 15 minutes, just kind of standing here thinking about what I got to do and stuff, getting everything around because I had to go get a different light because this light was weird and whatnot. So I'm gonna end up popping this off, and then the turbo's right here, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Hopefully I don't have to take too much crap off, but I guess we'll see once I get this stuff off here. Well, that's what we got going on, folks. All those heat shields and stuff are taken off. My next move is to start undoing some of these lines. It's a coolant line right here. This is also, I believe, a coolant line. We've got an oil line on the top, and then there's one on the side that's going to need undone. And then there is a line on the bottom also, return line for something on the bottom that's going to have to come off. This is going to have to come off right here, this clamp, because it's what holds the manifold in right here. I just watched a video on a guy, and all he did was talked about this, swapping this. He didn't talk about taking this off or not, because there's 4 bolts down here that bolt to the exhaust manifold there, and that is going to be fun getting those back 2 off, because obviously you can see the amount of room. One's hand, hey, there's my hand, but how am I supposed to get those? is the question. And then there is one down here, this line down here. He says this takes like a 5, or I don't know, I got the shit right here. It takes this big guy on the end, and I've had these for a while because I used them on something else. Then he said the other one takes a 15, which is this one right here, to go down to the bottom and get these two. So that's probably going to be somewhat of a pain. From what I seen, what he was saying was he had to go from under the car with some extenders and stuff like that to be able to get them. I don't know if I'll be able to just go in right here and do the stuff or not. The one on the other side kind of looks like I can't feel it. So, okay, there it is. Maybe I can. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. I'm going to try to do everything I can as smart as possible, but, you know, it's what it is. This needs to get unhooked, obviously. This guy right here, because that new turbo's already got one on there. Let's pull it out. We can set it up on the car. And this thing is not light. I can tell you that much right now. But yeah, right here. So this already has this right here. So this stuff all will just basically, boom, bolt in, and then all this stuff will get hooked up right here. This guy will go in there, which those are going to be fun. You know, there's like really no room right here whatsoever. Then that'll just bolt on right there. That's just a hose clamp right there. So that's all sections going to come off. I'll probably undo this and then try to pull and shove, because that just pops out and stuff like that. So we'll see, I guess. I mean, it's not like, you know, probably won't shoot every single part of this, but I don't know what I'll shoot, because like I said, it is just a few off of 100 right now, and I don't have a shirt on because it is hot AF out here. So it's one of them things, but we'll see what I shoot and what I don't shoot. I'm just trying to explain what I'm doing and what's going on here. And not sure how long this is going to take me. I've been kind of just standing around looking at things for a minute. It is 4:19 right now, so it's what it is. Yeah, my garage is a mess. It's a clutter. I got a lot of stuff to do. That's what I've been just thinking about, my life out here and the things I need to do. And hopefully this isn't too much of a pain in the ass, but we'll see. I guess getting these off is probably going to be the hardest thing, besides getting those two bolts in the back, because I'm you know, I don't see why these two ones in the front should be too hard, but those ones in the back, and then getting those hooked back up is what's going to be the problem. And I don't want to have to take everything apart. And I almost thought to myself, maybe I should just take this somewhere and pay somebody to do it. That way I don't have to struggle with it. But then I'm like, no thanks. I'll just do it. I'll just do the shit. So I'm going to do it. Well, there's coolant coming out of here because I unhooked that. So I got a catch thing down there, catching all I can. I'm gonna have to run to the store and get a new thing, because it ain't going to, you know, not gonna be saving that crap or nothing. So it's what it is. But that's step one in this process, because I got her jacked up and I got it on stands, because I ain't trying to, you know, this car's super low anyway, so I'm trying to deal with that crap. But one thing down, I guess, whatever. If it takes me a couple days to do, I don't want to be spending 2 days doing this, but I'll get it done sooner than later. So folks, after a couple hours of messing around, I don't even remember what the last thing was. I think the coolant draining was the last thing that I had recorded. But I've got this off. I've got this off, the top oil one. I've got this back one off. I still need to get these two right here. I took this off because I was going to, I tried to loosen these up, and there's no getting those off, okay? There's no getting those off for me, so that's not happening. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to stay here, because it's just a cast piece. I don't know what's in the middle. I don't really care. I've unloosened this clamp, which was a pain in the butt because it was back here like that, but I've got this off, so it's nice because it's got this thing right here. And basically going to tap this off, because I still have to get these two bottom ones off right here for this other line. This is already loose right here, so once I tap this out, hopefully I'll be able to pop it back and twist it a little bit, maybe, if I'm lucky. But I cannot get this guy down here. There's a bolt down here hooked onto this manifold where there's a ton of them on that I can't get off because it's rusted, and it's holding this line on there. So basically I would have to, and that's just a little gasket right there between the two, and I'd love to be able to move that out and pop that whole thing off, but I can't. So I'm going to have to tap this out because I can't get up from under. There's a hole under the car right under there, which you can see the ground. I can't get what I need to up under here to get these two. So that's why I'm going to hopefully tap this out to where I can move it to where I can get up under there, because if I can get a wrench up under there and twist, I just don't have enough room here. But if I get it at an angle enough, I might be able to get something in there and do this number. So it's one of those things where I probably shouldn't have tried to do this because I'm not a mechanic like I've stated before, and this is just one of those things that may be over my head, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to figure out some way to do this and get it done because, well, I have to. I've got it torn apart. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I broke off a little plastic hose for a rubber thing that was stuck on here somewhere. I believe it goes to this guy right here, which I took this off. It was this guy right here. It goes right here like this, and I couldn't get that rubber off, and I started jerking around, and I He-manned it, and I broke the shit. So that's one thing that's going to throw off a sensor, because that there's like 4 lines that go down to a sensor that's hooked up right there, and it's kind of odd because this car is stupid in a smart car. So and it has a little turbo. I guess give me back a 1989 station wagon, and that's got the EFI, but I don't really fuck with that too much. I don't have no problems. I got an engine light on for a God, what is that stupid ass thing? I don't even remember what it's called right now because this is so frustrating and irritating to me, but it's what it is. I'm going to get it done. Like, I'm going to grab a rubber mallet and tap on that and see if I can't break that apart because it's stuck right there from this guy, which is fine. It's what it is. But see if I can't tap that off and just move it a little bit to where I can get something up onto there. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can't put it back together and then go take it to the shop and say, hey, can you change this? I tried and I fucked up and I couldn't do it. So no, that's not how it works around here. That will need to call it back up. So it's one of them things where we're just going to do it because, well, it's what we do. And we'll see what's going on. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Whoa, well, I got that little turbo off there. So I'm just going to leave this on here because I really don't see any point of changing that out. I do have a little bit more room right here to get to these, but still that one in the back is going to be a super problem. And I mean, if it's like I can't crank it off and just boom, pop it off, there's something that's on there that's super tight. So I'm just going to leave that shit on there right there like that. And I'm going to take this one out the box because here's this little guy right here. You know what I mean? I don't really see any damage with him. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just old and worn out, you know, and crusty. But turbo still spins freely. So I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, what I'm basically going to do is take this one off of that thing because all I got to do is do that bracket and tap it up, pop it off, pull it off. And then I will mount it on here and put some oil in it, make sure everything's, you know, hook everything up. There's no specs for these for them to be tight, so you just basically hook everything up, and I've got enough Hulk and hand tight to where the shit will be fine and it's not going to come and fall apart, so we should be good. Besides this guy, but like I said, I can just run uptown probably and get a plastic line and figure something out. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, or I'll throw some duct tape on it for now, if you know what I mean. Because I don't have to put that multi-air turbo cover back on. I'll leave it off until I figure out what's going on, because I guarantee I'm going to have an engine light as soon as I probably start this car. But plus I need to go get some antifreeze because I don't think I have enough of that coolant since I dumped so much shit out. So it's what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now since I've got that taken care of finally. Well, folks, she's done. Everything's wrapped up, buttoned up. Slapped her back in. Took off this part from the other part. Like I said, I swapped those out too because maybe something in here is, you know, causing issues. Had to adjust the linkage rod on that thing, which I've got them on the table over here, which is a mess. This guy right here needed adjustment, so I just figured I'd swap these out because why not put a brand new one on? You know, didn't put this guy on right here. This is the only thing because those bolts would have been such a pain in the butt to get to. Everything else was kind of a pain in the butt. But let's flip this over. To get to these bottom ones, I had to basically shove the thing over, start it with my fingers, and then I had this one. I just went up under the car with This guy right here, which I think if you remember watching me switch the old fifth wheel, I used this guy right here, was able to go up under, shove them in, and buzz that one in real quick, and then I just hand tighten that one, was able to put the rest of the stuff on with washers and shit like that. And you know, this one really doesn't look too bad, so what I'm probably going to do is snap this one back together with this guy right here, put this all back together, and maybe sell this as a used turbo, because I mean, this thing's not like locked up or anything, so I don't know what the problem is or issue is. Maybe it didn't need changed at all. Maybe this car is just freaking retarded, or has some super issues that wants to be a pain in the ass for no reason, because sensors and stuff like that. I'm going to have to replace this guy right here. That's why I'm not sticking that thing on. Besides, I need more coolant as far as I'm concerned because of the amount that I lost. But I don't have any more right now, and I'm not going to the store at this moment. Maybe I'll go for a cruise. I don't know yet. But I'm going to at least tighten that up, because I'm about to drop this thing down, take the jacks out, shove her back, and at least start it and see what goes on. See if any engine lights come on and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, that's just a plastic line. I should be able to get that, no problem. Then I'll just swap that whole thing out, and it is what it is. I just do some tape on there right now because that's the kind of hill jack I am, and I could really care less. I don't know if that's just some kind of sensor for that or what, because that guy right there, you pull on that and that flapper goes down, and whatever happens, happens. So it's what it is. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Like I said, I'm just changing this thing out so I don't have to pay somebody, because that took me about 4 hours to do. Not doing it for the first time. Maybe somebody could have got it done in a couple hours, and it would only charge, you know, if someone had a shop bill of $110 an hour, it may cost me $200+, but who knows what all they would have taken apart, you know, and where their hands would have been. At least I know where my hands were on stuff and things like that. And you know, I made sure everything was tightened before I locked everything down and stuff. So that's what it is, except for maybe this guy. I don't know. I may need to finagle that thing, because I don't think it's tight. But that would be the only thing. Other than that, everything else is good. So in a minute, I'll jump in here and fire this thing up, and we'll see what happens. Oh, your boy looking rough, folks. That Ronald McDonald hair going on. She jacked down. Let's get in here and fire it up and see what kind of engine lights we got going on, because that's what I would think. Hopefully we don't hear no clinking or clunking. 217,000 miles. That's what this car has on it. So far, just the normal. Here, I'm gonna spin you around. Those are the norm. No engine, none. So I guess I'll have to run her down the road and see what happens. I'm just gonna let it run for a little bit and maybe warm up. And then there was some cheap gas over by the south side of town here, down from Hornish's. There was $4.88. That's the cheapest I've seen. We drove by that earlier in a big wagon when the wife was doing that ordained stuff, and I thought, oh, we should get some, but we didn't. And I probably should check the oil, but I didn't. It's all good though. I'll carry the stuff. I'll be running this car here and there this week, so I've got a test on. I've got to get this thing straightened out, so when Isabel wants it, I can give it to her. And you know, she can have it. And I just want to make sure the thing's right, because I don't want to hear, Dad, there's something wrong with this car. Dad, there's something wrong with this car. Dad, there's something wrong with this car. It's nice that I've had this car for as long as I have, to you know, be able to do things. That I've been able to do things to it, change the oil, you know, do things like that, run it down the road, test on it, figure out what's going on with the transmission fluid when it's low and stuff like that. It's just nice that because I don't live in Fort Wayne, she lives in Fort Wayne, so if something goes wrong with this car, she's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be bitching at me, and I don't need to bitching at me, because to be honest with you, I could care less. Once I give you the car, it's your car, it's your responsibility. But you know how teenage girls are, even though she's 18. You know, it'll just give them another excuse, and reason to bitch about me failing in life. But I always tell them, hey, I'll either keep the car, I can sell it and buy you something different, because there's a dude that drives a on the trailer checker, drives a old Toyota, like, I don't know, Prism, or I don't know what it is, but it's something like a Tercel, like a Toyota Tercel, and it's a 4-door, and it's a 4-cylinder. He runs that thing all day, and he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to blow it up, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, honestly, right now with gas price way it is, that car's worth some money, so I wouldn't be just trying to blow it up, if you know what I mean. So I guess it's what it is. I'm gonna go. It says it's 85 out. It feels a lot hotter than that, but I'm gonna go see if the wife wants to go for a ride, because like I said, I do need to get some gas for it, and need to go grab some coolant, and I'm not sure what time the O'Reilly's and stuff like that closes. Maybe I'll slide into the Walmarts, because I need that special kind of pink fluid, because this is a foreign car, even though it's a Dodge. It's a foreign. It's like the foreign shit, so it sounds all right. I mean, the car sounds all right, so I don't know. Sounds all right. I mean, I can smell some antifreeze and stuff, but I don't know, man. Everything seems to be okay. I probably should have waited to put all that stuff on to see if there was any leaks or anything coming from the bolts I put on, but okay, we do got some smoke coming from over here. Smells like oil burning. See it? Don't know. Maybe it's because it's a fresh dew and stuff like that. I don't know. Something I should be concerned about? I don't know. Probably not. We'll let it go. We'll let it run for a while and see what happens. Tries on that sunset right there, man. I'm just out in the car, just testing on a little bit. Nothing really, but man, you could really hear that turbo. I figured, man, I would tell the old lady she's gonna be pissed she missed that, but at least I got it for you guys, right? The old sunset, man. The old sunset, but yeah, this thing, you hear that turbo. Oh man, she's shifting smooth, boy. Oh my God, go see if she wanna go for a ride, man. Not in this, she gonna wanna drop the top and take out the Beetle, you know what I mean? Go pimping in that thing. Woo! What's going on, folks, man? We running on the damn 24 right now. We pushing 70. We done tested this car. We got $60 worth of gasoline in it, and everything else is closed though. It's about 9:40. Woo! Just past that semi and everything's closed. But what do you think about the car so far, baby?
It's fine.
She thinks it's fine, so we'll see. I'll test on it more, and you know, you can tell a difference. So we'll see. Hopefully that fixed it, because I won't mess with this shit again. I'm tired of dealing with this car and everything going wrong with it every other week. So hopefully we're taking care of business, and it'll be fixed. But it's a fun little ride. It's quick and it's zippy. And I mean, I've been romping on it a little bit, and it seemed to be fine. Still no engine lights or nothing like that on, so should be good. I guess time will tell. We'll just have to keep driving it and find out. Wash her up. We'll get her a nice wash. Whoa! They hit the damn tracks. Well, that was fun. Another exciting day at Uncle Chad's Auto Body, I guess. That's what the kids always used to say when I lived over in Sherwood. That was funny, right? That guy's, he's fucking faded out on the other side, man. It's spinning around. I don't know. Only thing left to do is kick the fan off, close the doors, and go inside because it's getting late and time to eat some food, drink some more beer, and see what else is good. You know what I mean? I don't know. So we got one car down. Thanks for watching. That was kind of shoddy. I didn't record a lot of stuff because it's just so hot out and it's hard to do. It's just hard to do when it's hot and it's dark. The colors, the camera angles, the lighting, it's not feasible in the garage like that. I don't have this set up to where I got super big bright lights. Like if I was doing it now is when I should have done it was dark out because of the lights, you know, you can see more and stuff like that. But I'm weird. I don't work at night because, well, I do, but I mean, it was something that I was ready to do and just do it, and I did it. So it's what it is. We'll see how that car holds up in the future. I'll probably test on it tomorrow and take it to Fort Wayne and see how good it does. And you know, we'll just run it around. We'll just run it, put $60 worth of gas in. We're gonna test it. We're gonna take it places. We're gonna do things because we like that car. It's good on gas, so we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. So we'll do what we want to with it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. You know, just another day on the Chad Keegan YouTube channel.